Hi and welcome to part 2 of the Vital Marital Tip series brought to you by DEBSY'S Real Talk. In this episode, the focus is on premarital stage. A very important aspect of relationship which is often missed is the know yourself part. How well do you know yourself? Better still, how much attention do you pay to your own inner self? Why do you need to know yourself? Well, the simple reason is that you can't give your best to your lover if you are not at your best. You need to know what you're about, what your feelings and mental space are like. A lot of relationships might start off well, but unfortunately would be heading for the rocks once unpleasant individual things start popping up in the relationship. I hate to burst your bubble, but no matter how wonderful, sweet, and loving a partner might be, there is a high possibility that frustrations would begin to occur down the line in the relationship. Now, you might be thinking, no way, my lover is the best ever and you just can't see him or her turning against you. Newsflash, there can be a thin line between love and hate, and this is coming from a place of experience. No matter how loved up you are, best believe that relationships which seem 100% bulletproof can and do change down the line. I know you're likely not processing this fact when you're so in love with one another. I was in the same boat as you. No one could tell me otherwise. I just couldn't see it, but it happened down the line. I don't mean to scare or put you off marriage, but it really is amazing how people and situations can take a 100-degree U-turn. People who love each other become sworn enemies not based on things like infidelity or physical altercations, however, based upon unchecked individual issues which were brought into the relationship. As hard as the situation was, the positive thing to come out of it is that I can share with you ideas and tips on how to avoid marital issues down the line. Let's break down what constitutes yourself, especially when it comes to being in a loving relationship. You need to be true to yourself, determining if you're a positive or negative person. Of course, we are who we are generally and oftentimes don't choose to be a certain way. We, however, need to try as much as possible to accept who we are and embrace positive changes as much as possible. The negativity of an individual can have a profound impact on a relationship. For example, decreased emotional connection. Someone with such negativity can create emotional distance between lovers. When one partner is negative, they may be less likely to express positive emotions, causing their partner or lover to feel disconnected and unloved. Secondly, increased stress. Negativity can create a stressful environment, leading to increased anxiety and tension. When one partner is negative, it can be challenging to remain calm and relaxed, which can affect the overall stress level in a relationship. Thirdly, poor communication. Negativity can lead to poor communication between lovers. When one partner is negative, they may be less likely to listen actively or express themselves effectively, and this in turn can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. Emotions can be contagious, and negativity can spread quickly from one person to another. When someone is negative, they can bring down the mood and energy of those around them, including their loved one. This in turn can cause your lover to feel irritable, frustrated, and unhappy. These are just a few examples of negative vibes which an individual might bring to the table when dating a loved one, and trust me, some people would eventually want out irrespective of them saying they love you. It sounds harsh, but it's the plain truth. I cannot stress enough how you should never assume that you're both so loved up, he or she ain't going nowhere. You'd be amazed, and I'm sorry to say that, but it's the reality. It's essential to recognize when negativity is present in yourself and take steps to address it. This may involve faith-based help, seeking professional counseling, practicing positive communication, or whatever works for you. At the end of the day, Don't get it twisted, and don't be hard on yourself if you happen to have some negative vibes within yourself. No one is perfect, however, you must strive to be on a positive vibe, as you cannot give your lover happiness if you are not happy within yourself. To sum this up, if you don't address yourself before you get locked into a marriage, these negative things would surface down the line and could lead to situations you don't want, such as marital heartaches and possibly divorce. Marriage is intended to be a place of love and support from partners or spouses, and this is what I wish for you. So, if you're about to undertake the marital journey, do consider these humble pointers and keep on loving. Please look out for part 3 of these series as we unpack and delve a bit deeper into things that you should consider before committing to that special person in your life. Until next time, stay beautiful, stay handsome, refuse to be put down by anyone, and know that God loves you.